22nd. You can have me burst into song.
Am I doing all these song lines unintentionally? Is that sort of what I'm up to?
Yeah.
Oh, bless. Very well, we're all connected. Hello,
Woo woo.
everybody. Goodness,
Yes.
it's been a while. So, what have you been up to, Emma, apart from having a migraine, which was a bit crap, wasn't it?
Apart from having a migraine and, filling in 16 million job applications and normal house stuff, normal going to work. I haven't picked up my knitting since the last time we were live.
No, I haven't done any either. This is sort of where I'm at.
Yeah, I've got mine in my bag that's just, feeling sad and neglected. I don't know, I don't know why I'm not in the mood.
I usually lose my knitting mojo round about April through to about June, most years, and I crochet. But this year I haven't even picked up a hook.
Wow.
I've just read or slept.
Sounds like my life.
Because I've just been busy. I did get a couple of cookbooks though.
Oh, go on then. What have you got?
Well, it was just for something different. This is one that Jackie suggested.
Oh.
Muffins Fast and Fantastic, 3rd edition. It was about £1.60 or something on Amazon. And there's a range of very nice recipes. There's some carrot cake sort of muffins, savoury cheese, tropical fruit. I mean, you name it, it's in there, and lots of suggestions. But when I looked at that, Amazon said, you might want this.
Ooh.
So Muffins Fast Fantastic, and it's the updated version, and it's got lots more recipes in.
Very nice.
So there's some really good stuff, and there's a whole section at the back which talks to you about wheat-free baking, directions for sort of the basic muffin so that you can kind of customize and do your own, and then notes on sugar and flour and weight comparisons and things like that. But yeah, they look really nice. Apple layer muffins, I thought they looked quite good.
Oh, those don't look nice.
Yeah, so there's tons in there to try as and when I get a chance to do some.
Is there a recipe in either of those books for a stud muffin?
Not so far. Not so far. I keep finding books about them, but not the real thing up to now.
You could do with one of those, couldn't you? Can you imagine baking your own stud muffin during lockdown? That would have been quite popular.
I'd need a bigger oven.
We're gonna need a bigger oven.
Well, and then I picked this up in Slimming World.
Oh,
their Sweet Dreams book.
That picture actually on the front at first, before I got a good look at it, when it just flashed, I thought it was a bit of red cabbage on a white plate.
It does kind of look like that, but it's got things like peach ripple ice cream, which looks kind of decadent. I appreciate it's a teeny tiny cup. Lemon and poppy seed cheesecake, strawberry granita, Bramley apple fluff, blackberry and apple crumble, coffee eclairs. I mean, how nice do they look? Apparently it's one of the most popular books in group, and there's one lady who every time we are in actual group has made something from it, and I thought I've definitely got to get it now. And I got this one because I spend far too much time eating alone.
Yeah.
So I thought meals for one.
Yeah.
I thought the barbecue chicken looked good.
Oh, that does look quite nice.
Yeah, so there was a few in there that I quite like the look of, but it was
just surprising how much chicken is there for one person.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that'd last me a week.
Oh, I don't know that it'll last me a week. It might last me a couple of meals because there were chicken thighs. It wasn't a whole chicken breast or anything.
Not a whole chicken.
Well, I could eat that.
Yeah. We had gammon today.
I was going to make roast chicken dinner,
Right.
but then didn't. I made some egg and sort of various vegetable kind of muffin things. It's like mini quiches, aren't they? Crustless quiches. To do for lunches this week, to have with salad or tomatoes or whatever, to try and keep on plan. And then I found some scorpion chili sausages in the fridge that I picked up in Aldi, and I thought I'll cook those. And they smelled so good. I'll just try one, just to see what they're like. Well, one turned into two, and my throat's still burning.
Okay.
So they're kind of spicy. I think Jake's going to really enjoy those.
So is that where the word scorpion comes in, maybe?
Yeah, it definitely had a sting somewhere. I'll let you know tomorrow.
Yeah. Let me know tomorrow, definitely.
So has everybody got a drink? I've just got Builder tea in my Boss mug.
I've got black Builder's tea in my smallish mug.
It's a very pretty colour.
I stole that from my last teaching job when I left. It was the cup that I used to use every day at work. So.
All right. So Nita's in the house, and so's Tracy. How are you, ladies?
Whoop, whoop.
Tracy was doing a roast dinner.
Oh, was she? Did she say what kind?
I can't remember whether she'd decided on chicken or beef, or whether she was going to cook both, on the basis that, you know, it'll all get eaten at some point anyway, won't it?
It will.
No harm in being ahead. I thought we might have a look at sort of what's new.
Yeah. It's been a couple of weeks, so why not?
Just for a change. So I've got kind of a bundle thing going on. I just wanged everything into my accessories bundle.
Oh, yeah.
It was easier than, because then I can move things around as and when I can be bothered. So
yeah.
I thought this was kind of cute for summer.
Oh, the drops.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that, peeps. But, you know, it's going to be an awfully badly written pattern, but isn't it a pretty design? And you'll have to chart it yourself.
Very pretty. That shoulder looks a bit dodgy, mind.
It's a very poor fit. I think it's too wide on the shoulder, even for her.
Yeah.
And it's drops muscat, which is Egyptian cotton. So I don't know if it's mercerized or standard cotton.
Oh, right, yeah.
But it might take a few washes to kind of mellow out a bit.
And
I picked this just because, aren't they cute?
It's me, Julie.
Yeah, there's me with my handbag.
Is that me upside down?
I do believe it is, because you're wearing a headband.
Yeah, that's me. Gong do lally. And you're just sitting there thinking, oh my goodness.
Yeah, try and look casual. Pretend you're not with her.
We don't know her.
And I've got pink eye as well.
What have you been drinking? Are you on the wine or something?
I think I must have been, but yeah, I just thought they were fun. I don't really do toys, but they did appeal to me. I apologise. Yes, it's drops.
But that one looks like a better fit, though.
It does have a better fit. It's a nice raglan, and I like this. This lady does a lot of modelling for them.
Yeah, it's nice to see.
And it's a very pretty leafy pattern. Nothing too difficult or awkward. Looks like it's top down.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought that was fun for summer. Yeah. And that's Drops Paris. It's an Aran weight cotton. You could, of course, use any blend you fancied. But bear in mind that cotton tends to stretch widthways and linen tends to stretch lengthways.
Right.
So you may need to adjust.
Yeah.
I liked the colour blocking on this, quite subtle, very summery.
I think I'd have swapped the two colours around. So yeah. I'd have had the darker pink at the bottom, I think.
Yeah, me too. But it is pretty.
But it is nice. I like it. I like her skirt.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Mm.
See if we can get a closer look at that.
Just be careful you don't get the camera right up the wrong angle.
Oh no, we don't want to be accused of upskirting here. My goodness.
No, definitely not.
We don't want any of that kind of behaviour, thank you.
Oh, that's a nice poncho.
Very pretty, just really simple ribbing and some stripes.
I believe you are a recent convert to the poncho gang.
I am. I'm wearing one as we speak.
Oh.
So yeah. It's a good layer to put on top of a t-shirt when it's just a little bit cool, but doesn't justify putting the heating on.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, very simple, nice stripes. She's done a plain row, I think, between the stripes, rather than a pattern row, so that you don't get the woogly thing going on that you get with the garter columns.
I think my dad had a pair of socks in a similar pattern.
Oh, well, you could make him the poncho to go with it. And
yeah, I think he'd love that.
Fingering weight cashmere, it'd be absolutely luscious, wouldn't it? I thought this was nice.
That's
pretty
nice.
top.
I like that.
I don't usually do anything that shows brows or too much shape.
Is it knit or crochet?
It's knit, it says.
Yeah, it's nice.
Cotton bamboo.
It'd be lovely in this warmer weather.
Now, I do not do dolls' clothes. My mum used to pay someone to make clothes for my Cindy dolls.
Oh, I used to love Cindy.
Sort of the UK equivalent of Barbie.
Yeah.
But I just was drawn by the length of those amazing legs, and look at her shoes.
Has she got mismatched shoes on? That one looks like it's a flat and the other one's got a killer heel.
No, it has got a heel. If you kind of zoom in, you can just see the spike of the stiletto.
And then you'd always lose one of your Cindy shoes and your mum would find it in the Hoover later, wouldn't she?
Yeah, but I quite like the boofy sleeves on this. I thought it was fun.
Oh, it's got a hat to match.
It has. And just look at how beautiful she is.
She is, isn't she?
What a gorgeous dolly.
Are we falling out with dolls as well now?
Well, you know, just says fashion Barbie or whatever, but I want to know what the doll is now.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because she's absolutely stunning.
And she likes that jumper.
She really loves that jumper. It is lace yarn with 1.5 mil and 2.25 mil needles. So, you know, you would really seriously have to love your child to make that. That's all I'm saying.
Not seeing you make it anytime soon then.
No, and it's difficult when someone asks you your favourite child and then insists you choose one of your own. I mean, how rude is that?
Shocking, that.
When did that become a rule? The honeycomb beach bag. Really simple pattern. Love the blue and the cream and the sort of beachy colours.
And very the cute pretty little button.
Yeah, it's adorable.
It's lovely.
I quite like this as well. The green tea top, and she's just done some short rows for her colour changes there.
It's cool, and it matches with her trousers. It looks great.
It does look really nice. It's beautifully styled.
Yeah.
I suppose my concern is whereabouts you start that pattern in relation to your boobage, and whether it really accentuates something you don't want to accentuate. But yeah, just be aware.
Yeah,
is the only caution. Summer shrug, wandering lace shrug, very pretty, simple garter lace.
It's nice.
So you've actually got a proper resting row.
I like garter lace. I really do. That's
easy to adjust fit as well on anything like that.
And it's a worsted, so it'll knit up quite quickly, won't it?
It will be a fast knit. This is another anchor strick. Not my thing. I don't really do the drop shoulder.
No.
And their idea of sleeve widths doesn't fit my muscular upper arms, obviously, you know, my
That
army muscles.
the way that my arms are designed, that changey row bit would dig in, I think.
Yeah, I think you'd have to be very careful about understanding your arm measurement and where that's going to fit on you. I mean, that's a lovely picture.
That one fits her lovely, doesn't it?
Really nice fit, not too tight on the upper arm. Lovely transition to the sleeve.
And it's blue.
Yeah, very flattering. And it
I love
suits
her
her.
hair, actually.
I know, totally rocking the grace. So that's called
She really is.
Happen, or if you're from the north, it's called Appen.
Appen. What Appen war?
Yeah, Appen. Appenamite. Appenamite now.
Oh, it's a reticule.
Yeah, it's a wee baggie.
You could just imagine all the Bridgerton ladies with something similar, couldn't you?
Well, you know, you need something to keep your stabby double point needles in.
Well,
For
exactly.
emergencies.
Yeah.
You know, like people trying to take advantage when they shouldn't. I don't know whether I would knit this, but the name Trust and Twisted did make me chuckle.
I really like that.
It's beautiful, isn't it? And I like the sort of reverse stockinette panels on the side. So very easy to adapt the shaping of the lower body to fit you if you're broader on the beam or need some waist shaping.
Yeah.
Just worth knowing.
Length.
It's very pretty. Very pretty.
That.
And I like the deeper V. I think that will be a very flattering style. But I have to confess, it was the name that drew me in. Trust and Twisted. I was thinking, is this going to be like a chicken?
Or a 50 Shades of Grey.
Well, you know.
Oh, that's funny.
Carol's in the house. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello.
What do you think of Trust and Twisted? Did that make you think of chickens? Or something else entirely? Jessie McKittrick, another little pattern from her. Checky hat.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a lovely colour combo as well with that sort of tealy denimy blue with the mustard. Very pretty. Very that's simple lovely. Sort of crown. Nice relaxing knit once you've got the colour work over and done with.
Yeah. But I think you'd get into the pattern of it quite easily, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Here's Paola again.
Oh, look, another stunning pattern.
Tulips or tulips, I don't know. Anyway,
how does she do it?
I do not know. It's a bit like that Mindy lady who does the fox paws kind of patterns, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of a bit like that. But I think that's beautiful. And tons of short rows you can see there for the shaping.
Stunning. That would look so amazing with a summer dress.
It would. Really, really pretty. So I thought you'd like to see that, and that's called Tulips.
Tulips.
Is that you or Arthur?
It's Arthur, luckily.
Just checking. So this one's called Castle and Cottage Cardigan by Anne B. Hanson. I like the subtle ribbing on the side. I don't know whether you can see it very much from that photograph. On the back, the pattern is at the bottom, and it's plain rib, and then stockinette sleeves that I think are worked top down on this one. Just nice. Very, very pretty. A really good, fashionable classic for your wardrobe. A good basic go-to.
Yeah.
Thara. This is another Anne Hanson.
Nice.
I like a V-neck top to wear under a cardi.
Perfect for the summer, isn't it, really?
I know, and look at that colour. Isn't she utterly stunning?
Yeah, another one. You know how to pick these models out, don't you?
I know, and there's Anne with a variegated yarn, and it works just as well. You can see this little pattern.
It does work well. Oh, look at that.
And a gradient, and so close to the colour of the jeans. Works really well.
Good. Just pick those well. Oh, another variegated.
Yeah, it looks like Malabrigo. Might not be, but
Is that a pizza on the wall?
well, you know, if it had been on the floor, I'd have been worried. There we are.
Sorry.
Try saying this quickly. Baby fox socks.
Baby fox socks.
Aren't they adorbs?
They are just gorgeous.
They're just ridiculously cute.
I might have to make some of those for my granddaughter.
Really, really sweet. Only in one size though. But if you're a sock knitter, you'll be able to adjust. That's just how it is. Baby jumpsuit, crochet and create. I just thought this was really cute and really good use of variegated yarns that might be a bit intimidating otherwise. And look at how it's broken up the colours. It's worked beautifully on both of those.
It's done really well. I love the buttons that they've picked and everything.
Very sweet, aren't they?
Yeah, and they go so well with the yarn.
Yeah, I mean they've tried to match in the colours very carefully. Just very pretty example. Now this is a friend of mine, Ayako Monnier. Did some test knitting for her, gosh, years and years ago. But I just thought this was quite clever. Don't know whether you can see that you start with sort of the ribbing and then you go into the lace and the cabling.
All right, yeah.
Might see it better from one of the other photographs. You see how it's just plain rib and then works its way up?
Yeah.
And sort of an angled edge.
It's lovely. I like the colour.
Really delicate. Good question. Fingering.
Oh, very nice.
3.5mm needles, 1 skein of sock yarn. And I love the way she styled it and the way that it does this lovely sort of shaped point as the ribbing and the cabling sort of work together to compress it.
It's lovely.
This is another of hers, the walnut pullover. And she's done a similar thing with this in that we've got basic ribbing. Very wide ribbing at the bottom with just sort of garter between, and then we go into a slightly thicker ribbing that leads into the cables that go into the raglan.
So a lot of thought gone in there.
Yeah, I just thought it was very clever, but really subtle in a good neutral.
I'd like to see it modelled.
Yeah, I think this was it was out at sort of during the first lockdown and they couldn't use models.
Yeah.
It's in Tweed Knit. I saw this one in Notions this month. I just thought this was really pretty.
That is, yeah.
Garter lace. I like the stripy bit here. Lovely details. It is triangular, yeah. And I just thought it was really pretty. You see it better there, actually.
Oh, that's lovely.
Really gorgeous. This is another of Ayako's. I just had a good look the other day.
Kochi.
Yeah.
It's a fab name.
It's fun, isn't it? But I just thought this was really pretty, and I love this colourway, and with the mustard pants and this sort of dusty denimy blue, and then this
would be really
fish blue.
What's the word? Unisex as well.
Yeah, it would be suitable for a gentleman to wear. But yeah, I love all of the colours that people have had. And look at the red. Really, really pretty. And she's obviously enjoying snuggling under it as well. So that's just a pretty one. I think we may have looked at this before earlier in the year. It's another yoke top down from Isabel Kramer. And there's always long sleeve, 3/4 sleeve and short sleeve options in any of hers. But it, like the humour top that I knitted, it'll be quite an easy knit.
Yeah, it looks lovely.
This reminded me of your knit for the gift-along.
Oh, yeah.
With sort of the twisty hem.
Definitely.
Bit high on the neck for me, but I think it looks lovely on her. Very good fit.
Yeah, it's nice. I prefer the neckline of the one I made, but I do like that.
Open edge tee, Jessie made. We've looked at a few of her patterns in the past.
That'd be nice with the dress. I'm
kind of looking for a tutu or something there, but little shorts.
Little shorts to go with it.
Okay. Yeah, but I like that. It's cute. It's cropped. I'm not sure how you would wear it. I mean, you could use it with the shorts, I suppose. But I'm thinking sort of with the Empire line dress or something underneath.
Definitely a dress.
To work with the crop. Ship shape. I just really like this. Really classic sort of Breton pullover look.
Oh, I like the shoulders.
And it's modular. So you joining one piece to the next and picking up stitches, which I love modular knits.
I do like that.
And Heidi's patterns are always beautifully written, lots of detail. How did I manage to do that?
What have you done?
I managed to separate the tab from the rest of the browser. It's fine. Can you, as long as you can still see me, it's fine.
We can, yeah.
This is just slip stitch. No, nothing hard about it.
It's the yarn doing all the work, isn't it?
The yarn does do an awful lot of the work, and really pretty colour combinations. I think you could have an awful lot of fun with that.
Yeah. Well, look, I like that photo where she's grinning.
No ends to weave in, it says. one by one colourwork pattern, endless opportunities to use fingering weight scraps, minis, stash yarn. There are no ends to weave in, video tutorial included. So I think for that alone, I would be very tempted to buy this pattern. And there's somebody's swatch look. I mean, how awesome is that?
Wow.
And yet, if you threw those colours into a bag, you wouldn't be thinking, oh, that's going to look amazing.
Wow.
But it does.
That is... I love it. It's like she says, endless opportunities.
Yeah, I think it's extremely clever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would be keen to do that. This is Isabel's latest pattern, Jakers. So, you know, we had to have that because of the name.
Yeah, of course.
I would want a lower neckline.
Yeah.
For me, so I'd be adding more short rows before I started the patterning. But that's just a personal choice.
That looks lovely. I really like that one.
It does, doesn't it? And I think is there a bit of a halo on that? Is there a touch of mohair there, do you think? And I'm loving that colour. Isn't that gorgeous?
There's some really nice samples in there.
Yeah, some absolute beauties, as you'd sort of expect. And I like Bill in it. Love looking at her projects as a sort of more curvy lady.
Oh,
and I like to see how they look on it. And that colour on her.
Stunning.
Yeah, perfection. So that one's called Jakers.
Oh, look.
Yeah, no guessing as to why I picked this.
God, I love him. Oh, with the little fishy.
Yeah, it should have like a frog.
Frog.
It's a frog because of all the frog eggs he ate, isn't it?
Yeah, it looked like a fish in the first picture, but you can see he's a frog when he picks him up.
So yeah, I think that's utterly adorable. I'm going to add that
love
to
it.
library.
Yeah, go for it.
Just how adorable. And should we have a look at some of the projects and see whether people have made it look as cute?
Oh, with the cat.
Look at the cat's face. Look at that face.
He is not impressed.
That's one seriously annoyed feline, isn't it? Oh my God.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, that one's cute.
Isn't that adorable with the little Christmas trees?
Yeah.
Really, really cute. That's like that poor lady who knitted her nativity, and then when her husband was taking photographs to send to everybody, had put Yoda in the pack.
Oh, brilliant.
Some men are so evil. I think these are really good, aren't they?
They're really good. So it's obviously a well-written pattern because they've all done a good job with it.
I think that's meant to look like a lightsaber.
It's a good job it's got like a little black eye thing going on there, because otherwise.
Yeah, but I'm going to go with lightsaber.
Go with lightsaber, yeah.
Yeah, totally. Because, you know, it couldn't be anything else, could it?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Maybe a pen.
No, possibly. I just thought this was a cute summer top.
Oh, that is nice.
Bit of crochet.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Quite delicate, not too difficult or very simple stitches. That's dropped saffron. I think it's in the red clay colourway. Really pretty. I'm very tempted to make that myself. If I can get past the fact it's a dropped pattern and I'll have to rewrite it. It's just to get through it. Baby grows.
It's like, I was going to say, it's like Joseph's coat of amazing colours, isn't it? But in a baby grow form.
Well, and isn't it adorable? And doesn't it go well with that subtle yellow?
Yeah.
And the little sockies.
Raw.
Yeah, but really adorable. West Yorkshire Spinners Colour Lab double knit. So
very nice. Oh, I like that.
Sweet pea top, bit more crochet.
Gotta love a bit of crochet.
Well, they do love sort of tucking them in the jeans.
That's how I wear my tops. It elongates your lower body, makes you look taller.
I would have to do mine at the side because otherwise it just sort of says, "Here is my belly. Please look at it."
It looks nice at the side.
But I think that's beautiful. I love the V-neck.
I like the way they styled it. It's lovely.
Sakura market bag is the next one. I just thought this was cute.
Oh, that's cheerful.
Well, look at all the lovely bright colours that people have picked. And you could totally stash bust or go with like a school colour or a teen colour or that sort of thing, you know?
Yeah.
There we go. And it's a free pattern.
Rude not to.
Again, I don't generally do toys, but how cute is Samuel Whiskers?
I wish I did like toys because I would definitely be making that one.
Love his little jacket and the little buttons on his waistcoat. And
I love his little tubby tummy.
He's adorbs, isn't he?
He is.
So Natalia Kononova, we've seen her in the gift along, haven't we?
That's nice.
Look at that.
That is really stylish.
Isn't it completely and utterly gorgeous?
I really like it. And we all need more bags in our lives. Get rid of all the plastic, you know.
But then a slightly different colourway.
Wow.
Yeah, that's so you, isn't it? Blue and brown.
Yeah, that is me. That is definitely me. But that one's just as much me. I love that. Oh, look.
That one. I'd absolutely take that one.
That is really cheerful. That reminds me of like you know, Morocco or something. You're on holiday.
Yeah, I absolutely love that colourway. But yeah, beautiful. What a lovely thing to make for yourself. Sunflower lap warmer.
That's cheerful.
I just really liked it.
Yeah.
I don't know how difficult it would be, or it seems to be sort of interlocking blocks. But it was fun. Stash Buster pet bed.
Oh, do you know, if Arthur would sleep in one, I'd make him one. He'd love that.
See, mine would just tear it apart. That would be the problem. And it would have to be enormous to fit two fat Labradors in.
That is true.
The Beth t-shirt. I really liked this. Very simple.
That is nice. Versatile.
Nice, yeah, would go with a lot. I am not sure about the sleeves, has to be said. I would be wrapped around every bloody door I went in, and they'd be dipping in the gravy of my dinner. And That would drive me utterly bananas. That said, doesn't she look cute in it?
It is really not. I like it. I really do like it. But like you said, I would rather have different sleeves on it. But then,
Yeah.
you know, it's obviously what's fashionable, and we're just
Oh,
old.
well, speak for yourself.
Oh, sorry.
A bitty lamb buddy, aren't they? Adorbs.
Oh,
Look at that. Isn't that cute? I think you'd have
oh,
to make
that
them
is
in.
so cute.
I think you'd have to make them in twos because otherwise they'd be lonely.
That is really, really cute.
Flamingo summer top. I'm assuming you have to sort of stand on one leg while you wear it.
Yeah. And say, let's flame and go.
Yeah, very pretty, really basic, very simple way to learn shaping.
It's lovely. I really like it. I would wear that in different colour. I like the colour, it just doesn't like me.
Kimono Tulipano.
Oh, that'd be perfect to take to work with me.
I think it's really nice. I like the sort of open work nature of the pattern. And I like the slightly wider sleeve because it's shorter.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You can get away with it when it's not full length like that, can't you?
Yeah, so that's not one I'm familiar with, but really liked it. You know, when you just sort of fall down a rabbit hole, so to speak. Cat or dog hole. Well, and the thing is, you've got to have a really small dog.
I mean, I don't know any dogs that are that small.
No, I don't.
But I do think it's cute.
It is sweet, and I love the little cushions that go with it.
Do you know, I could actually see the Barbie doll from earlier on lounging on one of those in her lovely big fluffy jumper.
And this was from the same lady with just slightly different styling, but I just thought that was fun. I thought I'd throw that out there. And how challenging would that be to make it for two enormous fat pig Labradors? There all year. Oh,
big needles,
God,
definitely.
Rainbow Galaxy blanket. I just thought this was desperately
Have we seen this
clever.
one before?
Possibly.
I think we might have, because it is stunning, isn't it?
Yeah, and that sort of shows you the strips of it working together and gives you an idea of the construction.
Yeah.
Desperately clever.
It's really nice.
Beyond my skills, put it that way.
And mine.
Bayswater top.
Well, that's nice.
I like the sort of, it's not a V-neck, but it's open at the neck.
Yeah.
And I like the fastening. I like the texture. It's neutral. You could make it longer if you wanted.
I like that because you could wear it now over the summer as it is short sleeve, but it would go into winter with a long sleeve t-shirt underneath it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, this was another crochet one, the Clarissa T, and I just wanted to highlight that lovely knot.
Oh yeah. Or has she just put that knot in?
I don't know.
Is it made like that, or is she just...
Don't know. And it doesn't tell us, because I had that question as well. Probably have to buy the pattern to know. Now, this person seems a bit familiar.
I'm not quite sure where I've heard that name before.
I'm loving that yarn.
It's very nice.
Isn't it cute? And it's a customizable pattern to sort of fit to your body and adjust as you go along.
Good, good. Oh, that's a nice picture. A nice smile.
Beautiful, isn't it? Now, I looked at the name and thought, how do I pronounce that?
Nineveh?
Well, I wondered if it would be like Nineveh, but apparently it's Nineveh.
Nineveh. Okay.
Nineveh. But yeah, I looked and thought, oh, Nineveh.
Interesting.
This is Raven Knits, Dogwood and Willow, one of her new shawls. Loving the pinky colour. Look at that grey.
That is pretty.
And that really cute green.
I like a dogwood rose.
Bit of Princess Bride.
I love it.
Yeah, there's the mask for the Dread Pirate Roberts, and the sword, and the crown, and the farm. So yeah,
prepare to die.
Yes, he's only a bit dead. So yeah, it's kind of where we're at with that. I thought
brilliant.
We'd have a bit of a wander and a bit of a snoot around.
I want to watch The Princess Bride now.
It is a lovely film.
I do love that movie. I think we've both been back to the 80s today, though, already, haven't we?
Yeah, I was watching Highlander. What makes me laugh is Mike and I watched it years ago, and when we first got together, and he said, "Oh, it's really nice to see this in English," because he'd watched it in France when he was living in Blagnac, near Toulouse. And he said, I just always want to call it Highlander.
Highlander.
Highlander. Christophe Lambert. Highlander.
Yeah, because he is French, isn't he?
Mm.
I read somewhere that he barely spoke any English, and that the guy who cast him for that role didn't realise at the time, because he'd seen him in Tarzan, and obviously he doesn't really say very much in Tarzan.
I know, really funny, but I suppose watching the film again, you realise how wooden he is. But it was worth it just for Sean Connery.
I love Sean. Got to love a bit of Sean, haven't you?
Yeah, so it's totes worth going back and having that little memory.
Yeah, it's one of my favourites. I do
thoroughly
love that
enjoyed it.
There could be only one.
Yeah. Well, and the Queen soundtrack, it couldn't be more perfect for you, could it?
It's perfect. Do love that soundtrack. Very good movie. Yeah, and I watched Starlight Express while I was on the treadmill.
Gosh, that's keen.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Sorry. Do you know what it's about?
No.
It's about trains. So I think it's supposed to be a little boy's dream, because you hear at the beginning his mum telling him it's time to go to bed and stop playing with his trains and that, and I think he dreams about them overnight, and they have races.
Okay.
So you've got like the old diesel trains, and you've got the freight train, and they go, freight is great.
Oh, okay.
And they have races, and when they race, they go like round and through the audience on their roller skates. And
you didn't trip anyone up?
No. It does tell you at the beginning, like, keep your hands to yourself, sort of thing. You know the song, the DIVORCED song? Who sings that one? Oh, it's like a famous song, isn't it? Where she's
Tammy Wynette.
Yeah. Well, there's like a bit of a play on there, because this girl, she gets dumped by the engine. She's like a carriage, and she gets dumped by her engine because he wants a different carriage, and she sings that she's been UNCOUPLED.
Oh dear.
It's good. I enjoyed it. I haven't seen it in years, but it was very, very good to watch it again. Yeah.
Cool.
So that was my morning on the treadmill, running.
What bit of telly I've been watching this week has been on is it Stars Play or something, the one that came with Prime.
Yeah.
Pennyworth, about the sort of prequel to Batman, really, the life of Thomas and Martha Wayne before they were a couple, and Alfie Pennyworth, who's the butler who raises Batman, Bruce Wayne.
Excellent.
And it's been a really good cast. Lady Featherington's been in it.
Ooh.
From Bridgerton, as this very sort of common jumped up psychopath. And her utterly nuts sister is played very well by Paloma Faith.
Oh, I like Paloma Faith.
Yeah, it's a stellar cast. And the sort of northern accent that she's got really makes me laugh.
Is it a good one though? Is it accurate?
Should we get away with it? Yeah. It's not like Dick Van Dyke in.
With his Cockney accent.
Yeah, it's not like that.
Although, right, this week I went into the sports hall at work, talking of Cockney, and there was I went in to ask them what was going on, what's happening. I went in and I went, "Oh, Rachel, what's the Bobby Moore?" And she just went, "What? What's the Bobby?" What are you talking about? You know, Bobby Moore. She didn't have a clue.
Score.
Yeah.
For anyone who's wondering, it's score.
What's the score? What's happening?
What's the score?
Give me an update. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should get everybody to watch that Mickey Flanagan with his out. Have you seen that? There's levels of going out.
Oh, right, yeah.
There's popped out, which is like the shop for cut loaf and a pint of milk.
Yeah, which you can just wear whatever you're wearing for that.
Slippers are acceptable. Yeah. But then you see someone who, you're coming out. Well, I've just popped out. Well, come on out. It's only out. It's not out. Just come out. So you end up at the pub and you're out with your cut loaf and your pint of milk in the pub. And everyone, I just popped out. I wasn't really out or out. I just popped out shopping. And then he ends up in a nightclub where he's like, out.
Yeah, that's out. Yeah.
Out.
And he's not wearing the appropriate clothing to be out.
Oh, no. And then the other one I saw on YouTube was him talking about the difference between a man's night out and a woman's night out.
Oh, God.
And he said the missus says, the girls are coming round Saturday, which is code for you need to be anywhere else on the planet except here.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, I've checked the fridge. There's sort of 12 bottles of Carver for 5 of them.
Yeah. Is that all? Well, I think we need some more Carver for that.
Well, you know, and he said there was cake and cheesecake and things like that in there. And then he sort of disappears off for the night, comes home, and this one girl standing over the stereo singing Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive, sort of interspersed with the words bastard muttered under her breath. And then the drunk friend dancing in the middle, and then the wife's going, I can't come in the living room, someone's crying. So, I've no intention of it, love, I'm off to bed. But then his night out, he's there going, well, where are you going then? Well, I don't know, just out. Well, who's going? Well, I don't know, nobody's confirmed. It's just out. But doesn't sound very exciting. Why are you going? Well, it's out. Going out. And he goes out, they have a few beers, they have a good laugh, he comes back. Did you have a good time? So, it was all right. Just a few beers, at the pub. But before he's going, she's sort of saying, well, are you going to get in? What, to the pub where men drink lager? Am I going to get in? And he's
why wouldn't I?
Well, exactly. And then as he's going out the door, she says, say hi to everyone. And he just turns to the audience and he says, yeah, we don't ever do that. Any dickheads do that. So don't even say it, because we don't bother doing it. And when he gets back, well, how's Sue? How's Sue doing? How's Sue? Tell me how Sue is. Well, I didn't ask. And then he sort of side-eyes the audience and he said, I didn't even ask how Tony was. And he was there. Sue wasn't there. It's this total different perception of a night out, isn't it? And we are like that.
Definitely. Talking of which, I've got a couple of girls coming round for drinks on Saturday.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. The girls are coming round. We're going to get a Chinese takeaway. Not that I'll probably eat any of it, because I don't think there's much on a Chinese menu for me. But we'll be doing that, getting like 16 bottles of wine. It will be like, there's only ever 3 of us, honestly, but the carnage is ridiculous, because Rochelle will come round with a massive carrier bag with every kind of drink under the sun. She'll open them all, have one drink out of each of them, and then just leave them.
Can she come to my house? Because my drinks cabinet's empty. I just thought thought she might fancy a trip.
Yeah, she's quite good at stocking up other people's drinks. I've still got half a bottle of amaretto in the cupboard. The Serrano that she brought round.
Oh, bless.
Yeah. So I might have a little bit of a head next weekend.
Oh, well, it should be fun to see.
It'll be the first time in nearly a year, because they came round in the summer last year.
Right.
Because, you know, Bojo says that we can do what we want almost next week, didn't they?
With caution.
Yeah.
My arm still hurts if you poke it. And it's
all right, actually.
And it's just red. Where he stabbed me.
I just cannot get over the fact that we both ended up having our first jab on the same day. And then we ended up having our second jab on the same day. And we lived miles away and everything. It's just, what are the odds? I know.
And it's early. It's not due until about the 22nd or the 27th of May.
27th of February we had our first one.
That's right. So it's not due till at least next week.
Well, I mean, I'm not being funny, but you know, this hotspot that we've got over in is it Lancashire way?
Yeah.
And then they're doing surge vaccinating there. It's strange the amount of people that are now coming forward that weren't coming forward before, isn't it?
Oh, well.
Just makes you think, doesn't it?
Well, I think with some people you do have to go door to door. Just stab them when they open the door.
Well, it's like what Dr. Hillary said, wasn't it? When you ask them, do you want your vaccination? No, I'm not sure about it. I don't think I trust it. All right, well, what happens if you need to have it before you can go on holiday? Oh, yeah, I'll have it then.
Yeah, brainless, aren't they?
Who's Absolutely. Rushing out and getting on an aeroplane from Monday then?
No, my doctor asked me this when he gave me a vaccination the other day. He said, where are you going? So I'm going home. Well, no, where are you going to go on holiday now? You can go on holiday. And I said, not this year. I said, possibly not even next year.
Depends what things are like, definitely.
I'm sorry. I said, I'm quite happy to let the great unwashed kill themselves with their crass stupidity and total lack of patience. They can go off and do it. But no, I'm not getting on a plane.
Well, you really haven't got many choices, have you? Portugal's about the only traditional holiday there. Do you want to go to the Falkland Islands? What do you reckon?
Well, it would be interesting, I suppose, but
go and see the penguins. I'd love to go and see the penguins, but apparently the flights are about £3,000 each way.
Well, and this is going to be the problem with holidays this year, because they've got to distance on planes, they've got to distance in hotels. You're stuck in a metal pressurized tube for however long to get to wherever you're going, and you know that there's some whiny upset kid with a cold who's going to give it to everybody. So you're all going to end up COVID tested, because you're all going to have a cough in 24 hours. And then you're going to get there and potentially spread lurgy or whatever while you're there. And it's going to be 3 times the price it usually is.
I mean, I'm not being funny. If I was one of the people in Portugal, living in Portugal, and my government saying, yay, come and have a holiday, I wouldn't be very happy about it.
Well, I suppose the thing is that if they're all going to go to the Algarve, which the vast majority of them will, it's 85% British expats anyway. There's hardly any local. You'd have to look for a local person in Praia de Luz, I can tell you. Really bloody hard to see. They're really hard to see.
I've been to Portugal twice for a week each time, and we just got a villa and literally just stayed in the villa for the whole week.
Oh, well.
We could have been anywhere, to be fair.
Well, and that's the thing. I'm just not that bothered. If we get a reasonable week here, I'll sit out in the garden and get a tan and I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to drive. I don't have the stress of going through airport security, worrying about is the M6 going to be shut with bloody roadworks or an accident? Because every other time we've been away in recent years, it's taken us hours longer than it should have done just to get to Manchester or Liverpool airport. And Leeds, Bradford, we barely made it by the skin of our teeth because of the snow. I mean, and then someone ran into the car when we came back.
You're really selling this.
Yeah, I think it's a waste of time right now.
Yeah.
And I get that some people will want to go, and if that's your bag, go for it and enjoy it. It's not for me right now. I can wait.
I'll just get the suntan lotion out of the cupboard and spray it on myself, and the smell will make me think that I'm on holiday anyway. Glass of chilled white wine, you sorted, aren't you?
Well, and you'd have to put Arthur in kennels.
He's never been in kennels. I don't think he'd cope, to be honest.
Well, it's your the consideration. Coco at the moment, I've got my little thing of Hibby scrub.
How is she doing?
I've got to wash between her boobs once a day because she's got a wee bit of a yeast infection after her operation and along the line of her scar. So we're having to wash that and dry it very carefully every day.
Yeah.
Much to her amusement, and the other one's utter jealousy. Wash my boobs.
What, you mean you're not just doing it just for the sake of it for her?
I know. I don't know what to say to that.
That's a good job that's not my tummy, isn't it?
I hope it's not, but
a little bit windy today.
Good grief. I know.
It's probably because he knows there's leftover little bits of gammon and some gravy waiting to go on his dinner.
Oh, well, you know. It's a reason to stop the world and want to get off, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Gammon and gravy.
Gammon and gravy, I mean, yeah, you can't beat it, can you?
Yeah, so I'm at that annoying stage with the hair at the moment where I don't know whether to grow it.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'll sort of show you.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, well, I put some layers into it and I can just about live with it, but I got rained on twice yesterday and I woke up this morning looking like a fat Michael Jackson. It was just curls on curls and it's just massive frizz.
Gorgeous. Very nice.
Well, you know, it's warm. It's very 80s.
Yeah.
You know, it was more Medusa than Madonna. That's all I'm saying. It was
a virgin.
I think I've healed up.
Get back to those books. It'll be fine.
Honestly, it was really funny this week because I went to the doctor's and it was a good-looking doctor, Dr. Edwards, for anyone who knows Haverthwaite surgery.
Dr. Edwards.
Lovely man, very charming. So he did my injection, and as I walked further down, I'm thinking, oh, you're nice, who are you? So desperately trying to find out on the way out, who's he, what does he do? If he does physio, I've got something really wrong with my back right now.
Podiatrist, I definitely need some attention on my feet.
Yeah, I've got an ingrown toenail and I'll just whip my knickers off.
Because they're linked.
Absolutely, you know, it's a path.
We had a bit of flirtation going on in the office on Friday. It was quite funny. One of the tutors came to speak to the learning support assistants. There's like 3 team leaders sitting near where I was sitting, and he came to discuss these students with them. And Rachel, who's the only single one out of them, she was definitely giving it a bit of flirting, and she's a bit red. And then he propped his phone up to demonstrate how he was doing his online teaching, and the screen flashed on and there's a wife and 3 kids. And then she was like, oh, you could physically see her deflate. Bless her.
Oh, what a shame. That's awful, isn't it? How
I know,
horrible is that?
I know, he went, and then Wendy just sort of like started ribbing her a bit. It's like, are you all right then? I'm going, oh, it's a bit warm in here.
Oh dear, how dreadful.
Yeah, I know we are terrible, but I don't know anybody in their 30s to fix her up with.
No, no.
It's not an age group that I know.
Have you seen about the Friends reunion that's
I've
going to be
seen
on HBO?
Is it just like a chatty thing, or is it an actual episode?
I don't know. The trailer just shows them sort of walking down a street together. Helpful not.
Because what I understood was that it was just basically them all getting into a room together and people were going to ask some questions, and that was about it. And it's not an actual episode, which is really disappointing.
It is disappointing. But you kind of look at the back of them and you think, wow, Matt LeBlanc's really porked up.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He's not even on Top Gear anymore, is he?
No, he's not. I did like him in that episodes thing with Tamsin Gregg and oh, what's his name? Stephen Mangan, the one that looks like Donkey from Shrek.
Yes, yes. I did, yeah. So, yeah, what about Chandler Bing?
Could he be any more annoying? I love Chandler.
I haven't really seen him in anything else, though.
There was a clip on Facebook the other day of him on Graham Norton. Although the funniest one I saw of Graham Norton this week was with John Cleese, Martin Clunes, and Lee Mack. And Lee Mack is telling the story about his first ever time doing stand-up at Pontins as a blue coat.
Oh, excellent.
And you watching Martin Clunes and he's falling about really seriously laughing, and John Cleese is stamping his feet on the floor, his head's back, he's crying with laughter. It's just
wow.
Yeah. And it's so unexpected from him because he's someone that makes you laugh rather than you see laugh. He's generally very serious when people talk to him, and that was entirely unexpected. Of course, the man must laugh, but we don't see it. So. Yeah, but it was very, very funny.
I like John Cleese. Faulty Towers.
Well, and I love Lee Mack. I used to love the sign outside Faulty Towers where farty owls and think, flowery something.
Yeah, it was different every time, wasn't it?
Yeah, so some of them were really desperately funny. Or I would have to ask my mum, what does that mean? Why is that? Why is Dad dying laughing?
Doesn't mean anything to me. Wasn't that based on a hotel he actually stayed in once? That where you got the idea from?
Sure, I did have a client who's a bit like that. And there are people who are just trapped in hospitality businesses that should never be there.
Yeah, and you wonder how they're still open.
Well, yeah, and I don't know if people go back out of morbid curiosity, to be honest. Just like, no, I have to take you here, honestly. Just watch.
Just don't mention the war.
And it's that British thing, isn't it? It doesn't matter how awful it is. The server comes round and says, how's your meal? And, it's lovely, thanks. It's shit, this overcooked beef. Look at this. God, call that a meal. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
You can't send it back because they're only spitting it.
Well, and that's the thing, isn't it? We're so afraid of actually complaining and saying that something's really awful, and God forbid we offend someone. We're just going, it's lovely, thank you very much. It's lovely. Not coming here again, it's crap.
Yeah, but then you end up going back again.
Well, yeah, because better the devil you know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, why does anyone ever go back to Wetherspoons after they've been once?
I don't know, and I've made a vow not to go again after the way he treated his staff during COVID. That man is not getting a penny of my money as long as I've got a hole in my backside.
Previous to that, the reason why people went there, even though they knew it was rubbish, is because it was cheap and cheerful. You knew it was going to be rubbish, but you're getting out and you're getting a dinner and it's going to cost you £2. Cheers.
Well, yeah, so, and £2 for a pint of Guinness. I mean, yeah, it's like way cheap.
Yeah. which is why he couldn't treat his staff with respect. Well, I mean, if he did that during COVID, what was he doing in normal times? That's all I want to know.
Well, and it ain't like he hasn't got the money. He could easily have given them some sort of bonus or kept them on or just put them on furlough, but no. Let's just sack them all. And
too right.
That's the measure of the man, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm reading.
Oh, okay.
I've got that far through it.
Have you?
Almost halfway.
Where are they at the moment?
They are in London in 1590. They've been to Sadler for Christmas.
Oh, what did you think of Philippe?
Oh, he's lovely, isn't he? I want to see what they did with him in the TV show, because obviously I haven't seen any of this.
Right, well, having read the books and you've seen the description of Philippe, who is described as leonine, which implies a big lion-like man, doesn't it?
She equates him to a lion, doesn't she?
And this is where the thing of the witch with the blood of the lion and the wolf comes from.
Yeah.
In the prophecies that are throughout the 3 books. So in my head, I had seen somebody like Jason Momoa.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
As Philippe.
Yeah.
Because obviously he's an ancient vampire. He's thousands of years old. But he wasn't an old man when he became a vampire. And that's the thing.
Exactly. None of them are old. They're thousands and thousands of years old, but I don't imagine any of them being past late 30s.
No, and that's the thing. And so this was what I had in my head, and then I watched the series, and I'm looking at all the cast information, faffing about with the remote, IMDb open on the phone.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can't watch anything without that.
Who plays Philippe? Who's your guess?
Well, it's got to be is it someone old then? Is that what they do?
No, it's not that.
Well, someone small and...
It's James Purefoy.
Who he?
Do you remember that series about Rome?
Oh, I never watched it.
Well, he's in that. He's in a lot of things, to be honest. He's in that Pennyworth thing. He's actually very good in that. And I thought, no, because he's not big and broad and muscled and brawny and Philippe is meant to be a huge vampire.
Yeah.
And I was thinking this is never going to work until I see the first scene with him playing Philippe and just thought, wow, he's amazing.
Was he good?
And it doesn't matter that he doesn't look the way I thought he would in my head, because now he's Philippe.
Oh, that's all right then. As long as it worked out.
It was very
I thought you were going to say it was awful.
No, I was actually pleasantly surprised. I was prepared for it to be awful now. And be totes gutted.
Oh, there's Gallowglass. I've seen him somewhere before. He's cute.
He was in Outlander.
Was he?
Yeah.
Who did he play in Outlander?
Oh,
he was Ian. He was married to Jenny.
Oh, well, I can't remember that. But anyway, he's Gallowglass. Again, meant to be absolutely huge, but I can absolutely live with him as Gallowglass. Although the Gallowglass in my head is much more my type.
I can't find Philippe.
You're not find James Purefoy.
James Purefoy. Marcus Whitmore. Gerbert. Dominico. Peter Knox. And he's obviously further down the list.
Must be.
Yeah, I'll find him eventually.
But I thought he was really good.
What about Kit? Kit Marlowe seems like a bit of an idiot in the book.
Oh, like him. Perfectly cast.
Was he?
Yeah, brilliantly cast. Exceptionally good looking, but you want to slap him till he bleeds from the moment you meet him, because he's just such a dick.
He's a complete and utter in this.
Well, and in real life, that's why he ended up dead. Probably.
But
mugged or murdered. Well,
lots of people seem to think that he was going to get executed or something. So he faked his own death, went and lived in Italy, and then he supplied all his plays to William Shakespeare, which is why a lot of William Shakespeare's plays are set in Italy.
very possible. Do you know?
We will never know.
No, we won't. But I thoroughly enjoyed the second series. I've watched both many times now. Really enjoyed it.
I wonder when the next one's coming on.
I
haven't seen series 2 yet.
Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I don't have Sky One.
My Skybox won't play it at the moment. And I'm about to cancel my contract with them, so anything that's on it will be gone quite soon. I've got to give 30 days notice.
I won't say any spoilers, but we've just found out that some big, huge life event is on the cards.
And
that's all I'll say about it.
Okay. Yeah. There's a couple of those.
A couple of life events. It's the sort of thing that she needs to put on Facebook when she gets back to the present time.
Well, possibly, very possibly. Book 3 is going to be an eye-opener.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, very clever.
I must admit, I was a bit disappointed with the whole, because he wouldn't have sex with her, would he? No. And then eventually when they got married, and they did, and it was just like normal couple having sex, which is fine. But I thought the whole, Twilight thing, and he was all, I don't want to have sex with you because I might hurt you, and it was going to be some kind of massive, great big violent act or whatever. I thought, I wonder what he's up to that he doesn't want to, is he going to have some kind of fetish, or, because he keeps saying, are you sure you do want to do this? And then it was just like normal sex, and I was like, well, what was the problem with that? Why didn't he want to do that a book ago?
Because he suffers from bloodlust.
Yeah, but it didn't come out. Do you know? I thought that the issue was the act itself. That it wasn't
that. It was that he was frightened he would kill her in a rage.
But it was just normal.
In a rage or out of control. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed all 3 books.
I found book 1 very slow. In fact, I mean, book 2, the story's good, but again, I think all of them could have maybe had a few pages edited out, to be honest. But then that's just me.
Have you met Goody Allsop yet?
No. I think if I was an editor, I'd be quite harsh with my writers.
Well, when you get to Goody Allsop, the casting for that was absolutely superb.
Okay.
That could not have been better.
We're probably really boring everyone with this.
Very possibly. But yeah, and if you don't have Sky, I'm really sorry. You can get the DVD on Amazon or other shop of choice, and you can buy it on a number of streaming services to watch. So,
but only if you like vampires and witches and demons.
Yeah, but not werewolves, because they don't exist in that particular universe.
They do not. No. I suppose I ought to go and feed this dog before he pesters me to death.
Yeah. I mean, I think the whole thing is worth it just to listen to Matthew Good for a few hours.
Oh, I love Matthew Good.
You can read the phone book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Matthews.
Yes.
Everything's better in French, isn't it?
Allegedly.
Shut up.
Well, letters are very different.
A, B, C, D, E, A, F, J.
No, I'm thinking more French letters.
What, love letters?
No, a French letter is slang for a condom.
Oh, is it? I didn't know this.
See, it just shows we're of a different age group, doesn't it? So, I'm so ancient that I know that.
What was it made of?
I don't know.
I thought that's why you were saying it was different, because like it was weird. but never mind.
No, it's just a slang for a condom. It's just, just a regular rubber.
Okay.
And on that knitting note, totally unrelated waffle today.
Yeah, totally.
Arthur wants his dinner.
He does. He wants his gammon and gravy.
And Coco is starved. And I need to go next door and check on my neighbour and fill up the coal buckets because he's still off his feet.
Bless him. What, the one that he tried to chop off completely, you mean?
Yeah, I took him back to the hospital the other day and picked him up again, and he's got one of those little Velcro kind of boots on now.
Oh yeah, my mum.
So he can put a slight amount of weight on the heel, but he's still got the mug hooks in the toes. They come out in a fortnight. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
Yeah, so I don't mind waiting in the car, but I'm not going in.
No, don't blame you. Stop it! Right, what am I singing for today? What do you fancy?
Oh, what about Go Your Own Way, given that Series 1 is all sort of Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah, do I know that? I don't know that. I know the chain.
I'll do that one then.
Yeah. Do that one. Yeah, I'll do that one.
Okay, you're going to count us in?
Yeah, go on then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and